What's up, guys? Welcome to Among the Fins, my YouTube channel where I do music reviews. My name is Aaron, and it's time for New Music Friday, where I take a look at some of the new releases coming out throughout the week of March 4th, 2022, and I give my thoughts and opinions on what I think we can expect from some of these bands and albums. And this week I'm only going to be going over albums since there's so many tracks that are coming out this week. I'm planning on doing my weekly track review coming up this Monday, so I'm going to save most of that. I find it kind of silly to mention what's coming out and then 2 days later talk about it again. So I'm just going to review them all when they come out in about 2 or 3 days anyways. So yeah, I'm just only going to do albums this time around. First on the list is Sabaton's newest album, The War to End All Wars. I consider Sabaton to be kind of like Amon Amarth in terms of, like, instead of Vikings, they're singing about tanks and machine guns, and they're also power metal instead. I actually like Sabaton quite a bit. I'm pretty familiar with the band. I listened to, I believe the song is called To Hell and Back, a lot when it first came out. In fact, I listened to it almost every single time I worked out. They were kind of became like my workout band. But other than that, I never really got that into them. If I put them on in the car, I kind of got tired of them. They're a little gimmicky, and it gets old after a while, especially since they've been doing it for so long. So, I mean, I expect them to come out with super epic music this time around. It's going to be huge, of course, you know, power metal type stuff, but I don't really expect to hear anything new from the band or anything that we haven't really heard before. We also get a new album from Crowbar titled Zero and Below. I like Crowbar quite a bit, but I don't really listen to them at all anymore. They're kind of like Machine Head for me. I outgrew them a long time ago. Their newer stuff that they come out with, it's not bad. They've been doing it for so long, and they still sound really heavy, but when I do want to listen to them, I usually want to listen to their first couple albums, and any of their newer stuff, I just lose interest because I'm mostly just leaning on that nostalgia factor. So it's kind of the same way as like Black Label Society. Their first couple albums, I don't know, I kind of group them all into the same kind of category, where when I listen to anything new, I'm like, man, this is okay. And then I just get this itch to listen to their older stuff, and I just forget all about it. So I kind of expect Crowbar be kind of, like I said, doing the same thing that they've been doing. Not really a whole lot of new stuff from them. It's not going to suck, but it just isn't anything fresh. Midnight's coming out with a new album titled Let There Be Witchery. This band recently popped up on my radar, and I dig them, but they're kind of like if Iron Maiden's 666, the Number of the Beast song, was turned into an entire band. And in doing so, I really dig the theatrics and the themes, and I like how they don't take themselves too seriously. They're just a really fun band, and they got like a throwback feel to them while still being a little bit more modern, a little bit heavy. They do have their own originality to them, which I like a lot, and I like the riffs and the vocals. Everything about this band is pretty good. It's just every time I listen to them, I just keep thinking of Iron Maiden's 666, the Number of the Beast, especially their newer stuff they've been coming out with. But definitely check them out. Again, if you're into that older style of music, they're definitely worth giving a try. Belmont finally releases their latest album. Belmont finally releases their newest album, Aftermath. I am so ready for this. I've been liking the singles a lot more than I ever thought that I would. I need some new, fresh, easy core pop punk stuff in my life, and I feel like Belmont could easily knock my socks off. Like I said, their singles they've been releasing, the first couple ones I listened to, it took a while to grow on me, but after they did, they've been sticking around on my playlist for quite a while. I love the vocals. I love all the different types of synth stuff they've been adding in there. It's not too overdone. It's not taking away from the song at all. They're doing a really good job. And I feel like this might be like the pop punk easy core album of the year, even though it's very early to say that. And there's a lot of bands coming out with new stuff that can knock them off their horses. But I still think that this band could do it. Sanhedrin is coming out with a new album titled Lights On. If I put a lot of emphasis on how much Midnight sounds like Iron Maiden, take Sanhedrin and times that by 2, especially in the vocals and the riffs, almost all around. They are just such an Iron Maiden influence, and I love it. I don't know why I've been getting so many Iron Maiden stuff on my Spotify playlist lately, but I don't know. I don't hate Iron Maiden. It's just a band I don't normally go to, so I'm kind of shocked that I'm getting recommendations where bands that sound almost exactly like them. But again, if you're into that older sounding metal, definitely check them out. Sanhedrin has that it might be because they're more like they're not as well known. I believe they have like 6,000 Spotify listens a month or something like that. But their mix is a lot more raw. It's just not overproduced. It's not all glassy and shiny. It's a little bit more hardcore feeling, and it sounds great. Like I said, it's got that old school Iron Maiden sound to it, and I totally dig it. And that is it for New Music Friday. I'm sure that there's something out there that I missed that you guys are looking forward to. So leave a comment below letting me know what it is, especially any singles that are coming out, since I'm going to be separating them into the weekly track review. Leave a comment below letting me know which singles you would like to see featured on that, because I'm going to try and cram in as many as I can. I've got like 15 or so on the list. So yeah, just any recommendations, I will totally throw them on there for next Monday. And while you're down there leaving comments for that, don't forget to let me know what I should review next. If you want to help support me and my channel, please consider subscribing and ringing the bell icon. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like. And I hope you guys all had a good rest of your day or night, whenever you happen to be watching this, and I will talk to you guys next time.
I was